Hello, guys. So today I'm going to do this fun little video for you. There's this card game that I found at Target for $5.15 on clearance that's called You're Getting Old, and it's a party game for aging millennials. So I'm technically a cusper. I am the last year for millennial. I'm 96, but I don't think I'm Gen Z at all. Like, I'm very much a millennial, and I always have spent a lot of time with like older people, so I definitely see myself as more of a millennial. So I've done a couple of these on my TikTok if you want to watch those. I think it's Natty Patty X3, I think is my TikTok. If you want to see those too. So the way you're supposed to play this is like in a group, and I don't have any friends or anything, so like I'm just gonna do it here. So one says old. Oh my god, birthdays at Chuck E. Cheese were the best. My 27th birthday was at Chuck E. Cheese. But anyway, so one says like old, one says redeeming. So like the redeeming quality for you to be younger, I guess, is this, but like you're old if you're do this. So yes, birthdays at Chuck E. Cheese are the best, because that was my 27th birthday party. Redeeming quality is you've ridden a skateboard in the past year. Absolutely not. I've never ridden a skateboard, and I never will, because I am not coordinated. Old is you grew up playing Roller Coaster Tycoon. I sure did. I had the disc and everything. I really loved the Tycoon games and the Sims games and the Barbie games, and I used to, oh my god, Winnie the Pooh, Kindergarten, slaps. I used to play a lot of games on my desktop, the family desktop that we all shared. I really liked playing video games on there. Redeem is you can name one of Kylie Jenner's ex-boyfriends. Is that Travis?
That's right.
I don't know who Travis is. Barker? Is that right? Travis Barker, is that her ex-boyfriend? I don't know anything about the Kardashians. Anyway, you like the show Gossip Girl. I was never a Gossip girly. That was a couple years older than me. But I thought their fashion was really cool. Redeem, you asked which one, referring to the new season. Did they do another Gossip Girl? I don't know that one. Okay. Old is you're no longer the go-to person in your family for help with electronics. I actually still am, because nobody has had kids or anything, so I'm still part of the young. There's 3 of us that are the youngest in the whole complete extended family. But in my family, I still am also, because like my brother's older and I'm the youngest, and also I talk to my mom a lot. Anyway, Redeem, you've taken a BuzzFeed quiz to see which Kardashian you are. No, but I've taken quite a few BuzzFeed quizzes, which again, I feel like that's more of a millennial thing. Well, I guess the millennial thing would really be like Tiger Beat magazine, taking those quizzes, which I also definitely did. Because like, which Jonas brother are you going to marry? I had to know. Turns out none of them. What a ripoff. Old is you have a weird love for Harry Potter. I think I don't understand British people. I don't know what they're saying ever. So, no. Anyway. He is so obnoxious. Anyway, Redeem is you have a weird love for podcasts about murders. No, murderers. No, but I used to love Forensic Files. Fantastic show. I'd be sitting there like, what an idiot. He left his hair and his fingerprints as if I could have done it any better. First of all, I'd never could murder anybody. Anyway, old is you've said adulting unironically in the past year. Not unironically. Like I would say like, oh man, adulting is so hard. But like I've never said it and meant it. I mean it, but like, using it seriously. Your original home phone number didn't have an area code. It does, for sure. It did have an area code. Nobody said the area code, though, because everyone had the same area code, which was really confusing. Like, it was always the same area code, but it did have an area code. Remember 8675309, and apparently, like, people could just, like, call that number and Jenny, and she's just there. Anyway, redeem is you've been to a music festival in the past year. Never have been to a music festival, and I probably never will. That seems horrible. Everything about that sounds like a really bad time. People younger than you regularly call you sir or ma'am. I don't get ma'am a lot, but I get like lady. Like someone will say to their kid like, oh, please give the nice lady your stuff. And I'm like, lady? That's crazy. I think I've been called ma'am once or twice, but not regularly. Redeem is you use the word stan, which again, I feel like Eminem stan, like that is definitely a millennial thing. So I don't know about all that. Old is you call dogs doggo. No. I've always found that a little cringy. Redeem is you've said sheesh. Not unironically again. Like sheesh. Not unironically. Oh heck yeah. You had one of those packs that holds CDs for your CD player. I still have those. That's where I put a lot of my my computer games. They were in like a CD case with all the CDs. We flip through it. Redeem is you've filled a TikTok dance. I have not. I'm not a dancer. That's not my thing. I hope she's chewing on something that belongs to her. Old is you've burned a CD. What music did you put on it? I've burned specifically like Taylor Swift mixtapes. That happened right after Red coming out. Once Red, which was 2012, that was when I burned CDs. It was a Taylor Swift mixtape. I've also burned CDs to play, because I had an '02 Ford Focus. That was my first car, so it didn't have anything but a CD player, so I would just like film different, or burn different stuff from my iTunes. I would burn it onto different discs to play fun stuff, and I also had a bunch of CDs just in the car. You ate Tide Pods during that trend? Absolutely not. Never in my life. Old is you fetishize pizza and wine. I'm more of a pizza and girl. Jesus. I'm more of a pizza and beer kind of girl. I feel like I don't know if they mean like separately or together, but like pizza and wine are not as good as pizza and beer. Pizza and beer together is so good. Some of these are very like the same questions over and over and over again. You take selfies from that weird below you angle. No. You watched Bill Nye the Science Guy videos on a roll-in TV monitor in elementary school. Yes. Also, other videos too. Liberty Kids, I watched on that roll-on thing. Did you ever watch Ghost Rider? That was like an 80s TV show that they used to play sometimes on the roll-in TV monitor. Very fun. Finish the lyric. Take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow. Of course. Yeah, I watched a lot of stuff like that on the TV. Also, I think it was like probably 2005 when I had a TV in my room that actually... Yeah. Oh, Jesus, melon? God. I think it was like 2005 when I actually was able to watch cable in my room on the TV. Before then, I only could have like 6 local shows, like local channels, and PBS was one of them, so I watched a lot of PBS, like Between the Lions I watched a lot, Mr. Rogers I watched a lot, just stuff like that. So I watched a lot of stuff like that and stuff that like was a little bit older than me, but it was just on the TV a lot because I only had 5 channels. And then like 2006 came, and I watched Hannah Montana religiously, and I would record them onto VHS tapes. Like I would get blank VHS tapes and record Hannah Montana episodes on. That's So Raven, I also did that too. But I would try to pause it when the commercials came on, and then press play again when the commercials would stop. But the problem is I always forgot to like play it again after the commercials. So there would just be like half of an... She's sniffing the microphone. So there was just only half of an episode ever on a tape at a time. So I would just keep recording over the same part of the tape because I could never remember to do the whole episode. Anyway, you refer to your pet as fur baby. Absolutely. This is my child. I birthed her. Redeem is you have a middle part. I do not. I do not. It's a sturdy booty if I ever felt one. Yeah. She needs to go out. She probably got poop. Anyway, we'll do a couple more, okay? And then we'll go out. Give me a second. Old, you've owned something that says live, laugh, love. I actually always thought that was super lame. So I never owned anything, but I remember when that was a really big saying. Redeem is you own tie-dye clothing. Of course I do. I have a lot of... Not a lot. I have quite a few. I have a couple. I have like a mythical tie-dye shirt. I got one from Park Ave Records. The laughing crying emoji is on your list of frequently used emojis. I don't think so. I use the crying one where it's like with like the streams. I use that one for like everything. Oh yeah, redeem the sparkle emoji is in your list of frequently used. I absolutely use that one a lot, especially if I'm saying like diarrhea or something like that, you know, like silly. I don't know. Old is you have a side part or man bun. I have a side part. It's like right here somewhere, but my hair is in a low ponytail right now because I am a founding father. Also, my hair is like knotted up to high heavens. Redeem is you have a strip of color in your hair. I do not. I dyed my hair recently, but you can see my hair is already growing out. So I have like a strip of just gray now. It's so annoying. This says, you literally can't start your day without coffee. That's not true, but like V8 Energy, I start my day with that. I had to have caffeine or I can't start my day, but I don't like coffee, especially because it makes me poop. So I do a lot of like V8 Energy has secret fruits and vegetables in it. So I do that, or a good old Mountain Dew Baja Blast right early in the morning. And then redeem is you drink kombucha. I do not. Professional athletes are all now younger than you. I don't think so. I think they're more like 80s, right? I feel like a lot of professional athletes are born in the 80s. You use the word sus. I don't. People now call you Mr. or Mrs. Not really, just like the other. I feel like a lot of these are very much repeats, but no, I've never been really called Mrs. You use the phrases high key or low key. Sometimes I say it, but it's very infrequent. You wake up with random injuries, usually from sleeping in a weird position. I do wake up with random injuries. Usually it's gigantic bruises from being like attacked like a linebacker from my freaking dog. Like when I was laying on the couch for a little bit, just hanging out, reading a book, she puts both front paws on my thighs and just leans all her body weight onto me, and I'm like, I'm gonna have 2 bruises on my legs. This is so painful. So I get a lot of bruises and injuries, but they're pretty much literally all from my abusive dog. Redeem, you own a fanny pack and wear it regularly. I do, because I volunteered in an animal shelter because I'm such a giving person, and I do use a fanny pack because I can keep all my stuff in it, like poop bags, special treats, anything else that I may need. My phone, my keys, it's all in there. It's all safe. It's like a waterproof bag, so nothing's gonna get ruined in it. It's fantastic. You've gotten one of those weird, super long eyebrow hairs. Absolutely. Also, there's one in my neck. I have a random, I think it's like right here somewhere, this random long neck hair. I remember when my grandma used to get those, and I was always like, ew. And now I'm the one with the weird neck hairs. Anyway, Redeem, you own a modern Polaroid camera. I do. I have the Instax Mini 8 or 9. Old, you know cursive. I do know cursive. I'm really good at it. Redeem is you call your friends sis, girlies, or fam. I call a lot of people girly, especially my dog. I call her girly. Old, you've used a fax machine. I have used a fax machine. Usually it's been at like libraries and stuff because a lot of places don't have fax machines, but I've used them before. What did I need that for? Like college or something. I needed to send stuff over in a fax machine. Redeem is you've started a relationship on Snapchat. We started our relationship on Tinder, but the first place we went off app was Snapchat. I initiated that. I feel like it's best to know that this is a real person. So I use Snapchat for that when I first meet someone off on the internet, just to make sure they're a real person. I'm sure they could still like scam you, but still. Old is you're obsessed with LaCroix. I am not. I like the ones called Pure, where it's just sparkling water, and then I put like Mio in it, or like those little powdered drinks, so that way you can make your own little special drink. I do that sometimes, but I really like sugar and like sweet stuff, so I don't like flavored water because it's not sweetened. Redeem is your alcohol drink of choice is a hard seltzer. Again, they're not sweet enough for me. So I like raspberry lemon drop, watermelon margarita, like really sweet, sugary, syrupy, nasty drinks. That's what I want. Old is you put avocado on everything. I do not. Redeem is you know the vine Free Shavakadu. Well, of course I do. Free Shavakadu. Old is you know which Hogwarts house you belong in. I am a Hufflepuff, but I only know that because in one of my videos, actually, I took a test to see what I was, and I was a Hufflepuff. Redeem is your Harry Potter house is Slytherin. No, I am not a Slytherin. Old is you owned a Razr phone. I didn't. My brother had a Razr phone. I had an NV2, which looked like this, and then it flipped up, and there was a full keyboard, but the front was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It literally was like the same size as this. And you would like do T9 on the front, but then you opened it, and it was a full keyboard, and it clicked and clacked. Oh, I loved the sound of it. Redeem is you wore silly bands during that trend. I was too old for silly bands. I think I had like a couple, but I was too old for that. Really. You know the words that follow. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why. Yes. Redeem is you've taken a BuzzFeed quiz to see what your cocktail is. Probably at one point. The music they play in elevators now used to be your jam. I haven't been in an elevator in a really long time. Also, I have this weird thing where every time I go in an elevator, I check to make sure that it's in date. Like the license is in date. I don't know why I do that. Redeem is you've never changed a tire. I've never changed a tire. I don't know how to. Old is you've slept on the wrong pillow and felt like you got hit by a truck. Absolutely. What does VSCO stand for? Well, I know what VCSO, which is Volusia County Sheriff's Office. I don't know what VSCO stands for. Visco. I don't know what that is. You used to draw those S things. Redeem is draw one of those S things. So it'd be like 3, sideways, that, and then the doop, doop. I used to draw those on everything. You have a bag for everything. Work, gym, groceries, lunch, etc. Basically, you're now a bag lady. Yes, I do. I have my lunchbox. I have my purse. I have my Jonas Brothers tote bag for when I sneak things into the movies. I have all kinds of, yeah. Your mom buys all your bags. No, I buy all my bags. A lot of like my reusable bags have either come from my mom or just have been accumulated over the years. And a lot of them I don't really like. So I should probably like donate some of them and just keep the ones that I do like because I have so many reusable bags that it's like too much. Old is you had an emo phase. I never had an emo phase, but a lot of people did. Like that was my kind of time, was the emo phase, I feel like. But I was always just like too girly for that. But I remember people with their emo phases for sure. Redeem, you don't know your parents' phone number by heart? Of course I do. I know my parents' phone number. I still remember my first phone number ever, home phone number. I remember my cousin's phone number that I haven't dialed. When was the last time I dialed that? 2009? I know Nick's phone number. He doesn't know mine, and that really pisses me off. Because for safety, like you never know when you'll be in a situation where you have to call someone without your phone. How are you going to call me if you don't know my number? I just think that's crazy behavior. Anyway, I know people's phone number. Especially like my parents. Of course I know their phone number. What? Like I used to call them on the house phone when they were at work. Like, yeah, I know my parents' phone numbers. Anyway, maybe we'll do a couple more. We won't do too many because it's getting late. It's 9 p.m. Old, you remember when Facebook came out? I don't remember when Facebook came out. I remember hearing that it used to be only for like college students, but I never was in that era. By the time I got my Facebook page, it was open to the public, so I don't know. Redeem is you have a TikTok account. I do. Go follow it. I do some fun videos on there. I do post on TikTok quite frequently. I just find that it's easier to edit things on TikTok, and since they're shorter, it's all just easier. Like on this, like I'm gonna have to edit this like 30-minute video, and I'm like not looking forward to that. I love editing, but also I feel like I'm getting a little lazy. Old is you customized your MySpace profile. I definitely did. Name the song you used for it. I think it was Girlfriend by Avril Lavigne. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And it was like sparkly. The background was all sparkly and stuff. Yeah, you would look up, well, I did. I looked up like MySpace themes, and then you would copy the source code or whatever and paste it, and then it would change your page. It would be really, really cool. You know who Tom from MySpace is? Yes. Redeem, you no longer use Facebook. I do use Facebook, but I never post on it. I mainly just scroll and see what other people are doing and then repost like funny things. But mostly I'm like a silent Facebooker, but I do it every day. I'm on Facebook a lot. You've unironically described someone as fly. No. You refer to yoga pants as flare leggings. No, they were yoga pants way before they were flare leggings. No. And then you would like fold the thing over. You know the song, I'm just a bill, I'm only a bill. I feel like I've sang that recently. It's up to Capitol Hill. Yeah. Whoever knows the most words from that song can move down a space. So it also has this thing. But again, I'm not playing properly. You own skinny jeans right now. I only use skinny jeans. The only thing I wear is skinny jeans, and they are the Torrid Bombshell Skinny. Redeem is your skinny jeans used to be normal jeans, and you've just grown into them. I don't know what that means. Are they saying that they were jeans, but now you're fat? I don't know what that's trying to say. But I love my skinny jeans. You can pry them from my cold, dead hands. You've used LimeWire to pirate a movie and infected your computer with some horrible virus. I didn't use LimeWire. However, I did infect the home computer with a virus that actually did the blue screen of death. Back in like 2009, 2010, I used to make YouTube videos that were like fan vids of Miley Cyrus and the Jonas Brothers. So I would download a lot of pictures and videos of them and like random songs and stuff. And I downloaded the wrong thing, and yeah, I blue screen of death my computer, the family computer, and they had to like completely restart, and we lost everything, and I was devastated. But I never used LimeWire. My brother did, and I actually, he helped me illegally download a bunch of Jonas Brothers songs. That's actually the first time that I heard It's About Time album, because I was around during the Jonas Brothers. When the Jonas Brothers album was released, I remember that. I do remember Mandy playing on Radio Disney, but I never heard the It's About Time album, and they never really had it in Targets and stuff like that. I had all the CDs for Jonas Brothers, but I didn't have It's About Time. So that was the first time that I heard them. The songs off that were on LimeWire, and I was like, when did they have a girl in Jonas Brothers? And it wasn't a girl, it was Nick Jonas. Can you get off of me? Get off of me. Get off of me. Okay, we'll do one more. You've kept a box because it's a nice box, of course. You know your Enneagram number. Isn't that... Well, that's not a number, though. What is an Enneagram? I thought that was the INFJ or whatever. What's an Enneagram? I don't know. Anyway, I love boxes. I keep all the boxes. Also, any birthday party or any birthday box or anything I get for Christmas, any bags or anything, I keep all that stuff. It's what am I going to throw it away? That's crazy. It's so, that's why the something, the world is ending. Anyway, she is not going to give up until I let her out, which I guess I should go do that because her tail is sticking straight out. So get Melon. Okay, she just stole something from off the table. Okay, I gotta go. Bye.